You don't think that Dr. Fauci, well, Mr. Fauci of all these people, deserve, especially with the House Select Committee coronavirus pandemic thing that just came out, the shit that this guy did and what they did and what they knew, of course these people belong in prison. And I get your angle on the Trump and you didn't like him, but steal the election, Cenk, 2020, they cheated. The FBI was at Twitter. Hold on. Okay, so Cenk, is the FBI at Twitter suppressing stories on social media, not election interference, cheating? Be honest with me. The FBI, directed by the left. How is that not cheating?
Okay, brother.
That's cheating. Come on. You're lying to the people.
No, let me explain, Vinny. So in 2016 and 2020, it depends on what you mean by cheating and rigged, right? In the Democratic primary, and in 2024, did they rig it and cheated in a colloquial way? Yeah, of course.
It's still the word cheating.
Hold on. Let me explain the difference. So they rigged the debates to have as little debates as possible in 2016. They had the DNC funnel money to Hillary Clinton through the states. So there's a ton of things that they did that rigged it in favor of Hillary Clinton. But you could call it rigging, you can call it cheating, but it's not cheating in terms of fixing the votes, changing the votes. They never changed the votes against Bernie. Bernie did actually lose, even though but the reason he lost, in my opinion, is mainstream media is rigged against him, DNC's rigged against him, but they never changed the votes. So you keep saying the media is against me. Brother, I mean, I'm a left-wing populist. The media's been against me from 24/7, right? From day one. I don't get to say, hey, the New York Times character assassinated me when I ran for Congress in 2020. I'd like them arrested. I get to say they character assassinated me. They're full of crap, and I'm going to show you how full of crap they are, and I get to fight back, and I get to have my voice, but I don't get to put them in jail.
Okay, but Dr. Fauci lying about gain of function in front of Congress, check. Lying about what they were doing in a lab that we owned, and then shut down the world, killed all these people. Have you read the book, The Real Dr. Fauci? That book is this, check. If you haven't, read that book to know exactly who this guy is. That's step one. Number two, and Pat, I think we're going to get into the stories of what the select committee talked about. But Cenk, if you knew that they were doing gain of function and this thing leaked, and you were responsible for it, and you lied in front of Congress, you lied. It's a fact. He lied, and people are dead. I have friends, Cenk, that are vaccine injured, not that long COVID bullshit. Vaccine injured. One of them is in this building. She's affected by it. That guy doesn't belong to go to he belongs in jail. 100%. So hold on. Cenk, none of them deserve prison. Nobody that has effed up this guy, they've been cheating since 2015. There has to be accountability, Cenk. We deserve that.
No, it's a couple things here. Look, when they said it's not the Wuhan lab,
they still haven't said it definitively. They're still like, possibly. Bullshit. We know it came from China. Why do we have to keep tippy-toeing about it?
So, look, I'm on tape on all these things at the time, not later. I said, look, brothers, you're telling me a giant virus broke out right next to the Wuhan virus lab.
Yeah.
Right? One of the biggest virus labs in the world. And you expect me to believe it broke out right next door to it, but because of a bat and a different kind of animal, et cetera. I'm like, less likely. More likely it broke out of the lab. So when Rand Paul was first questioning Fauci, I was a little skeptical. And then at some point I was like, wait, that's an interesting point. Okay. Yeah. So I hear you on all that. But we cannot arrest people for things we don't like or we don't agree with. So if you're saying, hey, here's a specific crime, okay, I'm willing to listen to any specific crime. Are you kidding me? On corruption, there's tons of crimes that we could have conversations on both sides. I get it. Right? But it's got to be a crime. We cannot go around arresting people because we don't agree with them politically. That's super dangerous.
So do you think him, and this is talking in Washington, which I think is going to happen, him talking about pardoning. So here's the thing. Why would you want to pardon Adam Schiff, Dr. Fauci, and Liz Cheney, of all people, unless they've done, it's not Trump's coming after them, because this whole Trump, the boogeyman coming after Cenk is bullshit, because it's the left.
But you
the
just said arrest Dr. Fauci.
No, me personally, from the shit that he's done, especially with 1,000%, because people have died because he lied. Plain and simple.
But you get that that's freaking people out?
Okay, this video just came out. This live stream happened this morning with Cenk and PBD Podcast. And as crazy as it may sound, I actually am kind of on Cenk's side for this. So as we all know, Cenk and his co-host Anna Kasparian have been going through a lot of changes after the election. Anna has just come out and said she's leaving the left, like the extreme left. She's out of there. She just does not agree with a lot of things. And Cenk seems like he's getting there too. I actually enjoyed watching this podcast this morning. He seemed very reasonable. I don't know if many of you had the chance to see. I often get these clips from these long podcasts because I understand many of you don't have the chance to watch the whole thing. And if you enjoy these smaller clips of the highlight moments, make sure you press the like button and subscribe to my channel. It really does help me out a lot. Now back to Cenk. So Cenk is basically saying that yes, they rigged it, they played the system, but they didn't cheat with a capital C, which I do agree with. They didn't add votes, or it's not proven. Unfortunately, there's a lot of hints that maybe it happened, but it's not proven, right? And you can't just go around putting people in jail just because you don't agree with them or you don't like them. You're doing the same thing that you accuse the other side of doing. And what's the quote? Something about eyes, an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind, whatever. But it's just, you can't do what the other side is saying. You can't do what you're blaming the other side of doing, because then you're both complicit and then the country doesn't go anywhere. So yeah, I definitely agree with Cenk on this video. It was a great episode overall. I think you would really enjoy it. There's some really nice topics touched in there. If you want me to review anything else, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.